The Time Bridge report came out in the 1980s. And if you're like me, you're going, that was 40 years ago. So what did they decide? How is the Department of Energy going to pass this information forward and protect the site? Well, I can tell you one thing. It's nowhere near as interesting as the Atomic Priesthood Project. And I wish that we had time to actually get into this waste isolation pilot plant, which is just a fancy way of saying nuclear waste dump in New Mexico. And I wish we could talk about how they began work in the 1970s, opened operations in 1999, and by 2014 already had a leak because of, no joke, kitty litter, and have spent millions, possibly even billions of dollars on this site that they have mined half a mile into the earth and have packed with 190,000 containers of radioactive nonsense that isn't even the most dangerous, hazardous, radioactivist mess that the Department of Energy even has knocking about. But we're not going to talk about it. So, when they close up shop in 2035-ish, the way that they're going to wrap up this present and gift it to the future is this. They're going to build a berm 33 feet high, 100 feet wide, around the 120-acre footprint of the site. They're going to build granite markers with warnings on them in several languages. Plus, they'll place markers that can be picked up on magnetic and radar surveys. And the plan is to build a roofless information center with granite walls and engrave them with many messages. Some in words, some in pictures. But here is the most interesting part of this plan. The 2 hidden information storage rooms. One will be built into the berm, and it'll be referenced by the information center on site. But the second room, it'll be buried outside the berm, 20 feet underground, and it won't be referenced anywhere on site. It's a secret. And the only way that you'll be able to find out about it is by checking with the information archives, which I guess is going to include all of the information about the site and all the science. And they're going to keep that in several languages, in several different countries. And then, just sort of check on it from time to time over the next 10,000 years. I know. And sorry to burst your bubble, because I was disappointed too. But there is no mention of an atomic priesthood or a secret organization that's going to be carrying this information forward. In fact, they're not going to keep it a secret at all. They're going to put it on maps. They're going to list it in encyclopedias. But. They do mention an archival organization. So, maybe they do have an atomic priesthood. They're just not telling us about it. You see what I'm saying? Either way, what you'll probably notice is that when I talk about the atomic priesthood, I'm picturing them as if they really are out there running things exactly like the Time Bridge report told us to. So moving forward, when I refer to the atomic priesthood, that's what I want you to picture. Not the Atomic Priesthood Project or this WIPP plan. I want you to picture the atomic priesthood of the Time Bridge report. With the legend and ritual, the redundancies, and the meta messaging. Because the idea that it's plausible to create an information network that would work that way, that is very important. Want to know why?